Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Madam Chiomzi. For those of you that have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. And if this is your first time of seeing me or coming across my channel, you're very much welcome here. And thank you all for all your support. So today I've been wanting to do a video since I came back from Nigeria, but I've been doing that video off. So, but I did see something today on YouTube that I think it made me, that really triggered me, to be honest, because that person has been on social media for the few past weeks. And I'm talking about, is it Doris Igala or Gala or what? And with the pastor man, all of the rubbish we've been seeing on social media regarding their nonsense they were doing together. But why I got triggered was that I saw a video in regards to, we know what's his name, Ojus Okalu had come out to say how Alex Soti is doing nothing in Abia State, and how what he's just doing is repainting the roads that Ojus Okalu built. But what surprised me was this Doris lady. She was there defending Ojus Okalu, which there's nothing wrong with that. But why I'm really shocked is for somebody that has, for the past how many weeks, has been through all this nonsense, you would think that she would shut herself somewhere in a room and be begging God for forgiveness and deliverance. But she's there repeating the same nonsense of supporting deceit, basically. So I just feel that, and for what's their name, VDM, very dark man, and this is so worry the people that they said they went to go and help her. Some people you don't need to help people. Some people are irredeemable. So you leave them to go through the consequences of their action. As far as I'm concerned, regards to the case of Igala and Doris or whatever, and that Chris man that calls himself a pastor, she was not deceived. She was not deceived. She knew the man was a pastor. So if you are going about fornicating with a pastor for the past 7 years, and you knew the man was a pastor, both of you are in the deceit. Both of you are deceivers. So whatever comes out of it, that's the consequence of it. He just outsmarted you. So you'll be a fool to believe a man that is there deceiving a whole congregation. I don't know how big his church is. I don't know his church. That was my first time of hearing about him. So I don't know how big his congregation is. For you to, a man that calls himself a church leader, deceiving his congregation for how many years with you, and you had no remorse, both of you are the same. So for me, it wasn't a case of deceit. So my message would be more for very dark minds. Not everybody you go and save. Justice for this, justice for that. That was her own justice. So she should have left her there to rot in here where she belongs. So I'm not saying that the man was doing anything good. The man too is a deceiver. So both of them are the same. That birds of the same feather flock together. In this case, it's true. So, but what I want to talk about is I've been in Nigeria, and I'm going to say things. I'm not about Nigeria that I've noticed, and that's my opinion. And I know people want it to be positive. Oh, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. Nigeria is a lovely country, and is really blessed. God has blessed this country. But from my opinion, staying here in Nigeria, unfortunately, the 99% of Nigerians are wicked. Bam. And very inconsiderate people. Sorry to say. Do I enjoy being in Nigeria? Yes. Nigeria is my home. So I would ever want to be in Nigeria. But when you have to deal with the average Nigerian, if you're coming from abroad, just put this in your mind. You know, they say, how did they say? They say innocent till proven guilty. Don't bring that mindset here. Come with the mindset of guilty till proven innocent. That's what you do in Nigeria. Don't come here and say you want to just trust people. When they tell you best this is the best person, the best, don't believe that crap. Look at what happened to Chimamanda Adichie's son. They told her that was the best hospital or best whatever. Don't believe any nonsense they're telling you. Unfortunately, what I've seen is the average Nigerian lacks integrity. Sorry to say. Sorry to say. I know people want me to come and say, oh, Nigeria people like this, Nigeria. Me too, I'm Nigerian. And your problem is not your government. Because the truth of the matter, your government is a reflection of your people. So if people don't like Tinubu, that's who you people are. Sorry. That is who you are going to be getting till you change. So it's not to go and people are doing fasting and prayer, you're praying for Nigeria, they're praying for Nigeria in mosque, they're praying for Nigeria in every church. People are wasting your time. Bible has already told people, if my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray. First requirement, humility. The average Nigerian is not humble. He also says that we must turn from our wicked ways and then God will heal our land. That's also another requirement. Driving in Nigeria will give you the mindset of the average Nigerian is to always want to be ahead. They will take every risk to want to overtake. If you see how they drive like criminals here, I cannot relax and driving. I can't. I cannot do it. Even when I'm driving with my son cannot relax here. In the UK, when I'm driving, I can tell you that I've driven absent-mindedly. I'll get to where I'll be like thinking, did I pass red light? Hope I don't get a ticket. That's to tell you how the road, you know that the average person in the UK will stick to their lane, drive like a normal human being, but here they drive like criminals and people high on what I don't know. So it's crazy. You see people want to overtake a tanker carrying fuel and you're like, do you know what you're doing? So my dear, I'm not here to come and tell you Nigeria is lovely. It's a lovely country, I'm not going to lie. But the people here, we have to tell ourselves the truth. If we don't change our ways and change our values, we're going nowhere. And now what I say to people now, I've been here for like 4 months. I don't think Nigeria is going to change. I don't. Because if you meet 10 people, out of that 10, it's one that you see that you can say, okay, this person has integrity. This person, they tell you yes, that yes is yes, that no is no. You hardly find it here in Nigeria. The mindset here is dog eat dog. Everything, they are so desensitized to evil. That's the only way I can describe it. Something that you hear and will shock you, it's just normal to them. And everything is being smart. Wickedness is not being smart. It's not being smart. So everybody wants to, there's this culture of wanting to be on top, which they might think is being ambitious or being, I don't know, but it's just outright evil. And I know people are, that's, okay, I say it anyway, I'll just say it. And I don't want to offend anybody. See people naming their child Dominion. Hope you're not naming your child Dominion, because what I see in Nigeria is people want to dominate people. When Bible says man should dominate, it's not to go and dominate your fellow man. It's to dominate the earth, the animals, the plants. It's not your fellow human being, but Nigerian one is to dominate their fellow human being. So when you name your child Dominion, hope in your mind it's not for your child to go and be dominating, and all your prayers you want to be and the head and not the tail. And who is going to be tail? Somebody has to be second, and there's nothing wrong in being second. Nigeria is a mindset of I've got to be first, I've got to be first, I've got to be ahead in everything. And you see that mindset makes them to be so wicked. That's what I've seen here. Everybody just is for themselves. People are so self-centered in this place. It's unbelievable. It's so unbelievable. So it's for me, outside of the having to deal with the average Nigerian is a difficult thing. But other than that, my experience of Nigeria, if people can just try and be a little bit considerate, think of what you're doing, how does it impact the other person? Nigeria would be the most lovely place to say. But now, if you're coming to Nigeria as someone that's lived abroad for a long time, now you have to really, really be strong. You have to really, really be strong mentally, unless you're going to stay in your home and not having to deal with much people. But if you're going to deal, starting from artisans, and you have to be strong. And you've got to, I would say you have to be crazy, to be honest. Because people lie. Even when it's obvious, it's just like Shaggy. They've caught you red-handed, they'll still be lying. So it's crazy. It's a crazy thing, but I just do feel sorry. Our people, no, our people is just, I just see that like we are going nowhere. We are going nowhere when values are poor. What pains me is that when you're back in the West, you try to, like, will I say, hide negative things about your country to your children so that they don't feel put off. But when you're living here, your children see it. So you cannot come and be lying to them. My son sees it and he says it. The people here, they're crazy because he's seen it. So he can no longer hide things. So they don't do this, they don't do. My son he's seen it. He'll be like, oh, people here, they're crazy. And they are. And we have loving people, yeah, but they're very few. They're very, very few. So if you come here with that mindset of abroad, people know what is right and they're going to do what is right, you're wasting you're in the wrong place. Just know that people don't know how to do what is right. Some of them, it's as if it does not even, they don't know what is right. Why some know, but just refuse. They just prefer doing what is wrong. So that's just my aspect of what my experience in Nigeria. But do I regret coming to Nigeria? Absolutely not. This is where we are from. I'm happy being here. Outside of these things that they're very painful. You want your country to be a place where people, you come and you're generally happy to mix up with people, to experience people, take people, like you see people and you think, okay, it's not about people liking you or being your friend, but people to act in ways that are civil, you understand? Act and know that things that are morally right to do and morally wrong. And it's so annoying because of the amount of churches we have here in this country. Everybody claims to be one thing in their church and one thing in their mosques, but nothing. It does not reflect in the way they live their lives, in the way they act, the way they behave to each other. It does not reflect in any way. So that's just my own opinion. My son's school, if you see the way they speed, it's a school, but you see people speeding and you're seeing children crossing, like, are you people normal? All it takes for a child to just, kids don't think, like they might just be playing and one just runs and that's it, the child is dead. When you're saying that, sometimes you're speaking to people and you're trying to, are you not seeing what I'm seeing? That they just look at you like, are you abnormal? You're the one that is abnormal here. And that's just, it's as if they don't know these things are wrong. So that's just my rant. I know people want me to come and say, oh, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that, whatever, blah, 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 to talk, give the positive, whatever. If you like, come for me, that's your business. This is Nigeria. And you know what I'm saying is true. We need to change. Forget Oyibo. Oyibo, they're better than us. Make we not deceive ourselves. And don't tell me other nurses, they colonize you people, they don't colonize you people. Nobody's colonizing you now. If you keep your house well and in unity, nobody is coming to come and invade it to do anything. So that's my honest opinion about Nigeria. But am I enjoying Nigeria? Absolutely. Would I want to be in my country? Absolutely. I love this place. It's my country. This is where God puts me, that I will be from, and I'm happy to be from here. But my people, because we need to change. We need to change our ways. Start from your home. Teach your children kindness. Teach them to be considerate people, not selfish and self-centered people. That's all you get. Teach them that. Start from your home and start teaching them, and you self be a reflection of what goodness is and what kindness is. Not they see you the way you treat your workers. They'll just know, hey, they'll think that's the way to treat other people. So please, it's crazy. I'm really, really scared. The way I see Nigeria, I don't see a future that it's something that good will come out from. If we don't change, we are wasting our time. It's just it's basic principle. If you don't change, nothing is going to change. If we still do the same thing we do and think it's going to change, it's not going to change. So that's my rant. Sorry it came out this way. Maybe because of the Doris thing that just triggered me. It really, really annoyed me this night. Because I just like you see, you don't have shame. You're coming out and talking. You that just you are nonsense. This person, I don't even know. I don't even understand that story. And you're coming out to be talking again. All right, please. That's it. Please subscribe to my channel if you've not subscribed. Like and share my videos. Maybe I'll do another video to talk about the good side of Nigeria. There are good sides of Nigeria. God has blessed us so much. But for now, this is what's in my heart that I needed to speak. All right. See you guys next time. Bye.